The work that myself and my colleague Laura there do, we work on the project called the Llanelli Multicultural Network Project, and we work there with people from different ethnic backgrounds, helping people integrate into the community, but also to promote the idea of intercultural understanding and respect. I'd just like to talk to you a little bit today about intergenerational learning that exists within people from other communities, and a few examples that I've come across. Laura and I, we were here last year, and there was an event here with the people from the Gypsy, Traveller and Romani cultures. And of course, though we might have a written history that's passed down in Western Europe, in lots of cultures, in lots of countries, that doesn't actually exist. The way of learning is purely verbal. And it's very interesting, we met somebody here called Teleri, who is she's from Cardiff, and she is a storyteller within the Gypsy community. And so the learning goes through storytelling with that community. I spoke yesterday with a very good friend of mine who's from Nigeria, and I told him I'd be here at the Pier Head speaking, and I said, just tell me a little bit about what life is in your country. And again, very little written history. He said everything is passed down from one generation to another, through stories, but also through song as well. And if we think back into Britain, a lot of stories that were told, things like nursery rhymes and songs, actually tell of historic things which have happened in history. So we've got two examples of that. I'd like to share also with you a personal story. Again, for a lot of people from different cultures, living in extended or joint families, call it what you want, is very common. And my grandson is growing up at the moment in a household where there are 4 generations. Don't worry, it's quite a big house, so it's not. But my grandson will grow up learning from his father, his uncle, his grandmother, his grandfather, and his great-grandfather. So apart from all the love that he's going to share with those people, you imagine all the stories, because they've come from different parts of the world. And I think that is what, for me, is intergenerational learning. While I was just sitting there, I was just thinking of another example, and I don't think anybody's spoken about this, but intergenerational learning in the workplace. Now, I don't want to embarrass her, but my colleague's sitting over there now, and she's about half my age. And what's really interesting is I think every single day when I go to work, I learn something. She's got a different perspective, she grew up in a different sort of area, and apart from the fact she's got fantastic IT skills, it's absolutely incredible that we can learn from each other, and I hope that I can pass something to her. So just to sum up, as Learn with Grandmother moves forward, look at examples where there is already best practice, where we can learn something from other cultures, from other countries, people from other backgrounds. And I think Valerie mentioned that right at the beginning, about not being precious about knowing everything, but learning from others and sharing best practice. I think that's my 2 or 3 minutes over. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I've been able to share something with you.